I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn and I hire wrong. So our orders get all backed up. We're drowning in paperwork, then actually drowning. Carol is fighting off sharks with a stapler and pirates are pillaging the office copier and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant goes beyond the resume, using unique insights to deliver a smarter shortlist. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Let's do the 60-second savings challenge. Step 1, download Rocket Money. Step 2, link your accounts and see every subscription you're paying for. Tap one you don't use and cancel it. That's money back every month. Step 3, create a financial goal. $50 every paycheck, or let the app automatically move small amounts of cash when you can afford it. In a week, you'll forget you set it up. In a month, you'll see real dollars piling up. In a year, you'll be shocked at how much money you've saved. Bonus challenge, upload an internet or phone bill and let Rocket Money try to lower it. You only pay if they find you savings. On average, Rocket Money members can save up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Users love the app with over 186,000 five-star ratings. Make saving money the resolution you actually keep. Start the 60-second savings challenge at rocketmoney.com/cancel. That's rocketmoney.com/cancel. rocketmoney.com/cancel.
The holidays are expensive. You're paying for gifts, travel, decorations, food, and before you know it, you've blown way past what you were planning to spend. Don't start the new year off with bad money vibes. Download Rocket Money to stay on top of your finances. The app pulls your income, expenses, and upcoming charges into one place, so you can get the clearest picture of your money. It shows how much to set aside for bills and how much is safe to spend for the month, so you can spend with confidence. No guesswork needed. Get alerts before bills hit, track budgets, and see every subscription you're paying for. Rocket Money also finds extra ways to save you money by canceling subscriptions you're not using and negotiating lower bills for you. On average, Rocket Money users can save up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Start the year off right by taking control of your finances. Go to rocketmoney.com/cancel to get started. That's rocketmoney.com/cancel. rocketmoney.com/cancel.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Laura Mishkon, and welcome to a brand new series of Self-Care Club.
Today, we are diving into the much talked about buzzword, gratitude.
We're going to actually be doing a mini-series, 3 whole episodes on gratitude.
We are.
Lots of different kind of experiments, games. I've got some games planned.
Good.
And one for today.
Good. Lots of, we're going to talk about the benefits of gratitude, why it's important, why you should practice it, why it's good for you. There are so many physical benefits, mental benefits, emotional benefits. The list goes on and on. Should we jump back a bit? And
Well, jump all the way back.
all the way back.
To the very start.
Start at the very beginning. Let's not do that.
Let's not.
Because if we've got new listeners here, welcome. I promise you we don't normally sing in the show, so don't worry. Please don't press pause. If you are new here, though, welcome to the show. We are 6 years into Self-Care Club, coming up for 6 years.
Yeah.
So I think this might be like 680
I
episodes.
think it's more. It's like 720
I mean,
episodes. It's a lot of episodes.
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah. But you know what our pilot episode was?
You keep telling me it was gratitude, but I'm sure it was veganism.
I've still got the script. And then when we actually did the show on gratitude, which is way back April 2020, we mentioned, remember our pilot show on gratitude? Maybe we'll release that one day. I don't even know if you've still got the file, but it was forever ago. We barely knew each other.
So for some of you that don't know, because most people assume that Lauren and I are lifelong friends, as it turns out, we're not. She's actually one of my newest friends.
Yeah.
So we met in September 2019 because we guested on each other's radio shows and podcasts that we were doing independently. And then we met up again in November 2019 to talk about, you wanted to ask me something about podcasting.
Did I?
Yeah.
Can't believe we ever worked separately. It's so weird.
Can't believe I never used to know you.
I know, it's so weird.
My life must have been so boring. No, I'm serious.
sure it wasn't. It seemed like it was totally fine.
It was totally fine, but I just have so much fun with you. I can't believe.
That's why we're still going. all these years later.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how our perspectives have changed, shifted, grown.
Hold on, I haven't finished the story.
Oh, sorry.
So, because then they're like, 2019 November. So 2019 November, we met up again for a coffee. And that was when we decided to start up the Self-Care Club.
Yeah.
And then we launched it just as COVID hit in March 2020.
Yes.
So then we obviously shot the pilot before that.
Yep.
And now the show that we released in April 2020 of Gratitude, this is now what we're talking about.
Yeah. It was kind of a weird show because it was early COVID days, so no one really knew what was going on. You and I both call it coronavirus and at some points COVID-19 by its full name.
Oh, the good old days.
Because we weren't really like down with a lingo.
No, there wasn't lingo.
No, there was just a lot of...
I think at that point it wasn't even a pandemic, it was still an epidemic.
Yes, and we were learning about Zoom and all the weird things, and we did it remotely, obviously, because we couldn't see each other. And it was a very particular show because it's like my kids are cutting each other's hair. You and I are going mental because all we're doing is making meals and clearing up meals and being in our gardens. And I know it took me back listening to that show.
I managed to listen to 10 minutes of it.
Did you?
Yeah, and it sort of gave me the ick, so I had to turn it off. We are very green in it.
We're very new friends.
That's what I mean. The whole thing is new. We're new to podcasting. We're new to each other.
Yeah.
Everything just felt very, I wouldn't say amateur, but I don't know.
Well, we weren't in flow, right? We weren't in flow. So in that show, we wrote gratitude letters and sent some texts.
Did we read them out?
No, we didn't read them out. We talked about what was going on in our weeks and what we were grateful for. And so I was interested to figure out, now that we're doing this mini-series, how our perspectives on gratitude have shifted and what it means to us now, post-pandemic. Now we're living our normal lives again. And also, we're 5 years into podcasting and we're 5 years older.
It's nearly 6.
Yeah.
Because we're now in January.
We've got even more life experience.
It's more 6 than it is not 5, yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting to go back to see if and how we've changed.
Okay. Well, we're going to cover all of that. I think we should start with why it still matters.
Yes.
Gratitude. Why is it so important? I mean, it's been around long enough to become like a total Instagram cliche.
It is a bit of like an influencer annoying thing, isn't it? It's like too blessed to be stressed.
Or what was like the attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
We mentioned that a lot in the first episode.
Yes.
All of that.
But the science in the last 6 years...
Has that changed or is it the same?
Yes, there's updated research.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
This is just in the last few years. Studies are showing that your nervous system loves a good thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I totally buy that. Like if you've made a nice dinner for somebody and someone then sends you a message that says, saying, thank you so much for such a lovely dinner, it's divine.
It actually activates your parasympathetic system. It boosts your vagal tone.
If
Believe
you're
it or not.
receiving gratitude or giving gratitude or both.
If you're showing gratitude.
Okay.
And it just shifts you out of panic mode. So it's like a kind of inbuilt chill button. It actually affects you physically. Gratitude.
It is really astounding.
That's amazing. I found that amazing. Don't you?
Yes, I do. And considering it's just sort of a mental shift, but actually it can have such physical benefits.
Mm-hmm. And also another physical benefit is it's really good for your sleep. It doesn't just make you feel calmer. It actually influences your pre-sleep cognitive load. So they've said that people who write down even three small things they're grateful for tend to fall asleep faster and report less nighttime anxiety. Just 3 things.
I mean, I think that's pretty simple to do. If you had to do that now, do it now. 3 things you're grateful for right now.
Being here with you.
Aww.
That my dog is better.
Aww.
And having a really nice, unexpected meal last night. Grateful for all of those 3 things.
Gorgeous.
What are yours?
I mean, I was going to say, just because I'm looking at the screen now, so I'm grateful for my eyesight.
Yeah.
Because you take these things totally for granted.
Oh, no,
don't you?
not my eyesight.
I'm actually very grateful for my very healthy teeth. I know that sounds like really random, but I'm having a lot of work done on my teeth at the moment with this Invisalign. And actually, I think about my teeth, and I have really good teeth.
Yeah.
And I don't really think about them enough. And I don't think about them because I don't need to think about them because they're always healthy.
I'm so grateful for my nice, healthy teeth.
I'm so grateful for my
me
teeth.
Too. I get that one.
And I am so grateful that I get to walk into the new year doing a job that I love.
That's lovely. See, you'll sleep better tonight now.
Oh.
It widens your resilience. The neuroscientists call this bit broaden and build. So it stops your brain hyper-focusing on the one thing that's wrong and noticing the things that are okay, because that is I can really see how you can get into a spiral. So it gets you out of like
that ticker tape thinking.
Exactly. And when you have perspective, it does build resilience. So it's also people who are suffering from PTSD and war veterans, they actually use gratitude to help them with those issues.
Like as medicine.
Yes.
They use it as medicine.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Really, if you think about it, like it's prescribed to help people with their mental health.
They used it after 9/11. And they used it when the soldiers came back from Afghanistan. They used that as part of their recovery program. Amazing, right?
That is powerful. It improves connection.
That one to me is quite obvious.
Once you say it, they're all pretty obvious. Like when you said about the nervous system, of course it calms you down.
Yeah.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? It lights up the same reward circuitry as social bonding and increases empathy and closeness.
Yeah. I see that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like when you said just before, I'm grateful to be sat here with you. That makes me feel good. It makes you feel good. So are we bonded? And she doesn't often do that, clubbers. It's very
Is it
rare.
my New Year's resolution?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't do the New Year's
I
resolution.
knew you were going to say that, but why don't you make it one?
What, to be nice to you all the time?
Well, to be a bit fluffier. I don't think I could cope with you.
I don't know. I don't think you'd really like that. You think you'd like it, but you wouldn't really
I don't think I would. No, because I like you as you are.
You'd be like, what's wrong? What's going on here?
What's she doing? I would actually think you were having like some sort of breakdown.
Thank you. Oh, thanks a lot. It also grounds you in your actual life. So instead of spiraling, gratitude drops you into your real-time experiences. It's very anchoring.
Yes.
It's very grounding.
Yes. It is, because it brings you very much into the present moment.
Yes.
Before that, wasn't sat thinking about my teeth.
No.
I mean, that would be weird.
It would be a little
But
bit
actually,
weird.
in that moment of gratitude, like you can't be anything else other than grateful. Because you're just grateful. Mm-hmm. And that's what the whole focus is in that very moment. Mm-hmm. It's very, very grounding. I do see that.
We're doing the basics in this show, and then the next 2 weeks we're going to explore a bit more. So I want to talk a bit about micro versus macro gratitude, because they are completely different. And actually, it's quite helpful to make the distinction between the two things. So the micro gratitudes are tiny joys. Teeny tiny weeny joys. They're like little small fleeting hits. So give me like 3 and then I'll give you 3.
What now?
Yeah.
3 hits that are bringing me joy.
Just like little things, little tiny micro gratitude things.
I've got one.
Go on.
You know when you crack your fried eggs
Yeah.
and sometimes they split? It's so annoying. Well,
Yeah.
this morning they didn't. And it was like,
A perfect
3
egg.
perfect fried eggs.
I love that.
You know, that is
Yeah.
like a mini snippet of joy because it's just so great. And then you have to get it from the pan onto your plate and then you think, oh, it's going to go wrong now. And it doesn't.
Yeah.
And
That
then you
counts.
get to pop it yourself.
That totally counts.
That counts,
Yes.
right? My first coffee of the day is always the best coffee. Actually, no, that's a lie because we just got a flat white. I've never
This
had
is my first coffee of the day and it actually is delicious.
How can you have had a first coffee at 11:30? That's not okay. Anyway, amazing that you can function. I can't. But you just talked me into getting a flat white. I've never had a flat white before. Utterly, utterly delicious.
Micro gratitude.
It's my new drink of 2026.
Okay. Love that.
And my doggy was supposed to have a procedure today, but she didn't because I messed it up. And actually, I'm quite grateful that she's just at home and she's happy and her tail is wagging and she's okay.
Okay. My little micro one is we got a really easy parking spot really near the studio this morning.
We did.
Tiny bit of gratitude. I really like it when I drive to your house on a Monday morning and all the lights are green. Like I don't have to stop.
That's
Tiny, but
that is a great one.
yeah.
I'm also really surprised you noticed that.
course I notice. I get very frustrated at traffic lights. But all of these things, they're like grounding, they're sensory, they're immediate. And they're very easy to access. They're not something you have to really search for. So the micro gratitudes.
Well, you do have to search for it, actually.
Well, but like they're easy to find.
It depends what mood you're in. Because when you're in a very negative mindset, or you're in a very bad mood, or you're exhausted, or you're very stressed, I actually think they're quite difficult to find.
Well, on our first show, I am in an absolute fucker of a bad mood. And I say to you, I reached for 3 things that I was grateful for and I wrote them down in my absolute funk.
Had just gone into lockdown.
Yeah. And after I did that, I was like, oh, it's not so bad. And you said, oh my God, it's so surprising. It actually changed your mood. And I said, it genuinely did. Because I wrote them down and I was like, do you know what? It's okay. I'll tell you who the micro gratitudes are good for. They're good for people who feel too overwhelmed to feel grateful about anything meaningful. So they're like something very surfacey
someone who's in a
quick.
someone who's in a very stressful situation, who is feeling incredibly low.
Yeah.
Or very worked up about something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good for that. Right?
But who's going to be the brave person to say when they're in a complete state of overwhelm, I'm really sorry, but how annoying would it be if someone was sat in front of you going, give me 3 things that you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things.
Well, no one, but I hope they might listen
and then
to
you
the
turn
show.
around and go, listen, I was grateful for my 3 perfect fried eggs this morning. And you're like in a complete state of like breakdown. It's like, you know what, mate? Take the fried eggs and piss off.
Well, we're the annoying person because hopefully if someone out there is listening and they are feeling a bit overwhelmed or upset or sad or depressed or whatever's going on for them this January, we're the annoying ones who are saying right now while you're listening to the show, if you're in that state, press pause, think of 3 things, tiny weeny things, and then see how you feel afterwards.
To be grateful for.
Let's talk about the macro gratitude. This is like the big picture stuff. This is the deeper rooted pillars, the kind of more important things. So it'll be things like your closest relationships, your resilience if you've had a rough year. And we did talk about our year in the December shows, didn't we? Asking for help and receiving help. And
Did you see that video I sent you yesterday?
Yes, I did.
That was very funny.
It's about a sense of purpose, however imperfect you might feel you are or your life is, or just the fact that you've made it through a really bad day. And the macro gratitude, the big stuff, it builds stability. It's like slow cooked gratitude. So if you think of it in terms of hydration,
she knows I love to hydrate.
Micro gratitude is sips throughout the day. Macro gratitude is glugging down your 500 milliliter bottle of water.
Electrolyte.
Okay, yeah, go with electrolyte.
I knew you'd like that.
I think it's important, because it's January, and we have done a show on this, to talk about the difference between being grateful and toxic positivity.
The show on toxic positivity went down so well, didn't it?
Will you explain a bit about toxic positivity?
Well, I mean, it's all very, it's basically having to feel positive when you're not in a state of positivity. So if you go crying to a friend and you're having a really rough day and they go, oh, it'll be okay, just be grateful for something, that is like taking you out of the moment, not really hearing you, not really sitting with you, not really acknowledging what you're saying, and just pushing you into trying to be positive when actually you just don't feel like that. Like, it's okay to feel how you feel in that moment. You don't always have to be positive. Just like you don't always have to be angry, or you don't always have to be sad, or you don't always have to be grateful. Like, we're human beings. We get to experience all manner of things throughout the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not possible to be positive, or sometimes it doesn't feel possible to feel grateful.
And also, if you do go to someone in a state of something, feeling whatever you're feeling, it's not always helpful for that person to put a positive spin on it, because that's not necessarily what you need.
I don't think so. And think about the times when you've spoken to somebody in a state of flux and they are pushing you to
look
feel
on the bright side.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the bit that people don't really talk about. Sometimes gratitude practices land a bit like a brick, you know, they don't hit. So I wanted to talk about what to
that's
do.
Okay. I think that's
is
okay. I think there is a time and a place for everything.
Yes. But I want to talk about what do you do when gratitude feels forced or annoying
Or
just
unreachable.
inaccessible. Yeah, exactly. So if it does feel completely unreachable in that moment, it's normally because your nervous system's overwhelmed and you do need a bit of capacity to feel. Sometimes you can't feel. Sometimes you're just in a state of such anxiety. You're just in panic. You're not, do you know what I mean? You're not feeling anything.
Well, you're feeling probably too much.
Yeah. So there are 3 things that you can do, and we're calling them pre-gratitude. They like warm up the system. They're not even gratitude, right?
Nice. Like a body weight squat.
I don't know what that is, but sure. Yeah, just like a body weight squat. Go with glances of okayness. It can just be right now, in this moment, I am physically safe.
Abraham Hicks talks about this a lot, and Gabby Bernstein talks about this a lot. You reach for the next best feeling. So if you're in a complete state of despair,
Yes.
you're not going to go from despair to gratitude, or you're not going to go from despair to joy. The jump is too much.
Yeah.
It's too far reaching. So you can go from despair to worry, for example, or whatever there's an emotional scale.
Yeah.
And I think there's like 18 things on there or 30 things on there. So that's what this is, right? It's a similar thing. You're going to the most
reachable thing.
the most reachable feeling that is next to where you are.
So you could also try neutral noticing. That is like, this room is quiet, or it's warm in this room. It's neutral.
We've written about this in the book.
Yes.
In our anxiety chapter.
Yeah.
About noticing the 5 things. Like, what do you see? 5 things that you see, 4 things that you smell, 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you taste, 1 thing that you feel.
Yeah. It's very grounding.
Yes.
When you're in panic.
Yes.
This is more like getting to the point of not gratitude, but okay-ishness. Or you could go into your body and you could just say, I am supported on this chair, or I am standing safely on the floor. It's completely neutral. It's nothing, it's not even near gratitude. It's just inching its way there.
I think that's really good advice. And to be realistic about where you can get to. Something that is better than where you are, and that's all it has to be, just not worse. So if you're in a complete state of overwhelm, just getting to a place of
neutrality.
But even overwhelm to neutrality is difficult. That is still quite a reach. Sometimes it's not even a positive thing that you're getting to, which is why I said worry. Like, because when you're in absolute anxiety, just to come to a place of mild worry is an improvement from absolute anxiety.
You know, my friend said the other day, it really made me laugh. She was telling me about someone who's very unwell. And when her son was little, he couldn't say the word worried. So he used to say, I'm very worried. So she says, when I'm really worried, sometimes I just say, I'm feeling very worried, because it sounds less scary. I'm like, I totally understand that.
Okay, I'm pulling up the scale.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it basically goes from powerlessness, which is 22, up to love, which is number 1.
Okay.
So it goes powerlessness, unworthiness.
Yeah.
And I'm going up the scale.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a better feeling. So
yeah.
if you're feeling completely powerless,
Yeah.
if you can go to unworthiness, which is obviously not.
It's not great, but
it's not ideal, but it's better than feeling powerless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Powerlessness, unworthiness, jealousy.
Oh.
Hatred.
Oh.
Revenge. Anger. Discouragement. Then 15, blame. 14, worry. 13, doubt. 12, disappointment. 11, overwhelm. 10, frustration. 9, pessimism. 8, boredom. So it's quite high up, boredom.
Yeah.
Because you always say that boredom is a privilege.
I think boredom's fine.
Yeah. Boredom is
good with
okay
boredom.
because you're not in a state of flux or stress or anxiety or
I
worry.
think actually, if you're bored, you're
okay.
You're lucky.
Well, you are going from like hatred or revenge or anger.
Yeah.
So 8 is boredom, 7 contentment, 6 hopefulness, 5 optimism, 4 belief, 3 happiness, 2 passion, 1 love.
Nice.
So that's the scale.
Yeah. It's a big scale, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's a lot on there that you wouldn't think. Because if you think about it, powerlessness up to number 10, which is frustration. So that you've got 12 emotions.
Between those two.
And then you've got pessimism and boredom. And only the last 7 are like joyful and happy.
Pessimism and boredom aren't that bad, I don't think.
Exactly. That's why but you see, you've got 12 negative ones.
Yeah.
And only 8 positive.
It's okay. What about when you're not in a state of complete overwhelm, but gratitude might feel a bit forced? Like, let's say you're just having a really rough patch in your life at the moment, and you just don't want to feel like, I want to make a list of grateful things because your life's a bit shit, right? And that's just how it is.
I mean, I've done that a lot.
Yeah. So you can do a couple of things. You can try just the micro gratitudes. Nothing big, nothing like profound, just this tea tastes good. Right, that's enough. Okay, that's enough for that. You can do a one and done. You can just do one thing. You don't even have to find 3 or 5, just one thing in that day.
It's a training in your mind.
Yes.
Isn't it?
And you can swap out that word grateful for I appreciate. It just sounds a bit more honest and a bit less performative if you just don't want to do it.
I've done this with when I got my daughter's diagnosis, and if we were going through a very difficult time with her, with the diagnosis, with the figuring out and everything else. And when I was low and struggling and stressed and worried and all of the things, and if you're new to this, it's not an illness diagnosis. It was a neurodiversity diagnosis. So I don't want to worry anybody, but it's taken a while for us to find our feet with it. I actually did use gratitude a lot. Because even when she was struggling, and I was, of course, struggling, I hate to say, because it sounds like such a cliche, there's always someone worse off than yourself. And it's not right to think about someone worse off, but it's like, actually, look at where we're at, look at what she is doing, look at how she is coping, look at, I just turned it around a little bit and I did try to find the positive.
Did that help?
Yeah. Because weirdly, I found it very grounding.
I don't think that's weird.
No, because it's what we've been discussing.
Yeah.
And it stopped me from spiraling because you can spiral so quickly about all the things that are going wrong or all the things that you're challenged by, all the things that you're struggling with or watching your kid struggled and challenged.
It kind of just put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, she is going to be okay. And we are going to figure this out. And look, it was things like she's still going to school and she's happy to go to school, and I would do things like, no, she's sleeping through the night or she's eating 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
Like she is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is actually okay.
Yeah. The basics are in place.
So I know she's okay.
Yeah.
But it's things like COVID that have given that level of gratitude. I don't mean because of the gratitude show. I mean because of COVID when your kids couldn't go to school.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the time, it is such a privilege for your kids to go to school. Oh my God, I didn't think that was something I would be grateful for. I remember thinking I will never bitch and moan about the school run ever again because it's such a privilege that your kids go to school and spend the day at school learning with other kids.
Yeah. And I remember thinking I will never again bitch how annoying it is to have to unpack all the Ocado shopping on my own because I'm so grateful that food gets delivered to my house every week and I don't have to worry about where it's coming from. And if I'm going to get sick if I go shopping and that.
Yeah.
I really remember
and knowing where your next meal is coming from.
That really stuck out for me.
It is amazing.
Yeah. What about if gratitude is just straight up annoying? Like when someone says, you should smile more. You should smile more. It's just fucking annoying. You can reframe it a little bit. So take it as not pretending that everything is good, but noticing what else is true, which I think is actually what you've just been talking about.
Yeah.
So you could say, I'm absolutely exhausted and I'm grateful that I can text my best friend and just tell her that. She doesn't have to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, and in that moment, for me to sit there and say to myself, I'm grateful that she's struggling. Or I'm grateful that we got this diagnosis, because that's not true. I'm not grateful for it. I'm not actually grateful for that. No. I'm grateful that she's still going to school.
Yes.
I'm grateful that she's still eating.
Yes. You could say...
But find something that you are truly
grateful for. You could even say, today was absolutely shit and I'm grateful the day is over and I'm going to bed now.
Yeah.
That's enough.
And I'm grateful that I can start again tomorrow.
Yep.
I have a friend and they often say that, like, if they're having a bad time, and they'll often throw in at the end of the sentence, and I find it really interesting, but I'm grateful. Well, sorry, you've just spent 15 minutes telling me why you're having a rough time, and it's all completely understandable. But then to throw in, but I'm grateful, I find really interesting, because are you, or are you just telling yourself that you have to feel that because that's what's been shoved down your throat?
Or do you think that she feels that people might look at her or her life and say, I can't believe you're complaining, look what you do have. So she feels she has to preempt it by saying, but look, I'm grateful.
I don't
Before
think,
someone says
I
that?
don't think it's because of that. I don't know. I just find it very interesting. How can I say I'm not her therapist and I
And
don't
what
know
does she, but she doesn't say what she's grateful for.
No, she says, but I'm grateful.
Maybe she just means I'm grateful to be alive and healthy.
I think it's something that just rolls off her because I think it is so shoved down our algorithms.
That's really interesting.
It's so in our psyche anywhere we go, really, isn't it? And I think it comes from a place of total toxic positivity.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting it's her fault. And I think it's amazing that she's always trying to reach for it, but it doesn't feel authentic to me.
Let's cut to a break, and we're going to come back with some practical self-care steps to make gratitude feel a bit real again.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
I didn't realize I was wasting $415 a month until I downloaded Rocket Money. I thought I had my finances under control until the app laid out all my spending and categorized it for me. Takeout, shopping, and unused subscriptions were quietly draining my account. And as a result, my savings took a backseat. But Rocket Money doesn't just tell you what you're wasting money on. It takes action to save you money. First, the app looks at your income and monthly expenses and calculates how much you can safely spend each day to stay under budget. Rocket Money also finds and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you and even negotiates better rates on your bills, so you have more money in your pocket. On average, Rocket Money members can save up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Users love the app with over 186,000 five-star ratings. It's time to simplify your finances and take control of your money. Go to rocketmoney.com/cancel to get started. That's rocketmoney.com/cancel. rocketmoney.com/cancel.
I didn't even realize I was wasting $415 a month until I downloaded Rocket Money. I thought I had my finances under control until the app laid out all my spending and categorized it for me. Takeout, shopping, and unused subscriptions were quietly draining my account. And as a result, my savings took a back seat. But Rocket Money doesn't just tell you what you're wasting money on. It takes action to save you money. First, the app looks at your income and monthly expenses and calculates how much you can safely spend each day to stay under budget. Rocket Money also finds and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you and even negotiates better rates on your bills so you have more money in your pocket. On average, Rocket Money members can save up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Users love the app with over 186,000 five-star ratings. It's time to simplify your finances and take control of your money. Go to rocketmoney.com/cancel to get started. That's rocketmoney.com/cancel. rocketmoney.com/cancel.
The first one is the 10-second rule. Just find one thing that feels even slightly pleasant for 10 seconds and just let your brain marinate. That's it. It could be as simple as this. I'm standing next to the warm radiator and it feels really nice on my back, my legs, or whatever it is. That's okay. You can do that for 10 seconds. I am stroking the dog.
Well, do one now. Do one in real time.
Something that feels slightly pleasant. 10 seconds.
I am grateful because I left my water bottle at home today and James has given me a can of water and it was cold.
Okay. Makes you feel slightly pleasant for 10 seconds.
Very happy with that. Every time I'm sipping from it, it's cold water. I'm so happy.
I don't think I've got one right now in this second.
No, you have to have one right now.
Why? Why do I have to? Don't push me into gratitude and toxic positivity.
Because we're practicing it. This is the whole point of it. You're leading the way. You're a role model, Lauren.
I've got one.
Gratitude warrior.
On some very cozy socks this morning, and I'm still wearing them, and I feel very comfortable and my feet feel toasty warm. And it's pleasant and nice.
Gorgeous.
Will that do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a dream.
You can do gratitude ping pong with your friend or a partner. Take turns naming tiny joys and keep it very light. Let's do it now. Start with your water.
Okay. Right. Start with your socks.
Yep.
Right. Now try a different one. Okay. I've got one.
Go on.
I bought the wrong foundation by mistake.
Yeah.
I love it. It's better than the one that I normally use.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm very grateful for that. And it was cheaper.
Oh, that is a bonus.
There's two
I don't think
gratitudes
that's
there.
small. I think that's quite big. I'm grateful that my eyelashes are starting to grow back.
Oh, Lauren pulled all her eyelashes out, but she actually didn't pull them all out
I
because she
actually
said
did.
she was bald and she wasn't.
Bald on one eye, half of one eye.
It wasn't bald. I was looking at eyelashes.
So bald.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, your turn.
I'm grateful that we can have the banter that we have. I am. That's not small. Only because we just bantered about the eyelashes, that we just do it so naturally.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that Ollie's going out for dinner tonight, and so I don't have to make proper dinner. I can just make Dad's out dinner. You know, Dad's out dinner.
What's Dad's out in an omelette?
No,
You don't
it's
like
like
omelettes.
it's like whatever.
But you know what? You could do that any night.
I could,
You
but
don't have
I
to wait
don't.
for Dad to be out.
I know, but you
because
know.
obviously he's not your dad.
He's not my dad, no.
I feel like Dad's out dinner happens every night at the moment. I am grateful that my daughter just called me before and she told me that she's got 2 solos in her next show coming up.
Nice.
Also not small. I think that's quite big, but it's gorgeous.
I'm grateful that my son won his college football match.
These are quite big.
Are they?
Yeah,
but they're
I
light.
think-
But they're light. They're micro rather than macro.
They are.
That's okay. Right, you can do bedtime brain rescue. So if you are a person who sits in bed and worries or even worries or has insomnia or is just spiraling about the day, you can just sit and think about 3 things that went fine today. Not great, or not even things that you're grateful for, but things that went fine.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
I actually like that because that feels very accessible.
Very reachable. So I had 10 emails to send and I sent them and they were fine. They weren't the best emails ever and maybe I'm not going to get a great response, but you know what? It was fine.
You know what? I made a phone call this morning. I've been meaning to make it since Friday. I made it this morning and I felt so much better once I'd made it. I just had to order something. That was it. You know I hate making phone calls.
You really do.
I'm so pathetic. I was on the phone for maybe like less than a minute.
Yeah.
And it was done.
Yeah,
Now it's done.
great. Fine. It could be like, you know what? I made the kids dinner tonight. It wasn't amazing, but they're fed and it's fine. And it was fine. It went fine. It doesn't have to be big. Just come out of the spiral, I think. And then the last one is the micro pause ritual. So you pick one daily task, making your morning coffee, brushing your teeth, and just notice one thing about it that you genuinely enjoy. And we all have our little morning rituals. Just one thing that you like about it.
What, the morning?
No, just one daily task. Any daily task that you do. Okay, so I'll say my morning daily task is I always walk the dog. You know what I love? When I go and get her collar and lead and I see her face and she's so excited. That's lovely.
That is lovely, but I don't think you can like put a positive spin on walking the dog. Walking the dog is a pleasure anyway.
No, I'm just talking about one. It's still a task, but I love the joy that like when she's got her happy face and the baggy tail and like she's going out. That's genuine. That makes me genuinely happy.
But it's like finding the joy when you've got like shitloads of washing to do.
Yeah.
Or like you've got to empty the dishwasher or the kitchen is a mess. You've got to clean up for the 18th, 100th time that day. You know, finding the joy or the gratitude in that.
Well, you could find the joy when you finished it.
You know what I do sometimes tell myself when the kitchen is an absolute tip and the kids have been there and they haven't cleared it up and et cetera, and the whole thing. I sometimes think just be grateful that you have a house full of your children and that it's alive and that they're here and, you know, and they're able to make the mess. And because if they weren't here, you'd miss them.
Yeah, one day they'll move out and there won't be any mess.
I know, that sounds lovely.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I don't want the mess. I want them with no mess.
So we had to do a practice this week, and our practice is called the minimum gratitude dose. So in our OG show, ironically, it was you who ranted about how much you hate journaling. I hate journaling and I don't want to journal and I want to write things down. And then we ended up doing a show on journaling many years later.
You didn't do it.
And it's the only practice I refused to do because I
Weird.
hate
So weird.
journaling.
So weird. Why?
Oh, I just can't be fucking bothered. I'm not going over that show again. If you want to listen to it and you can find out
Look
why.
how angry you get. I know
just
exactly
hate
why.
it.
I know exactly why.
Anyway.
You want me to say why?
No, go back and listen to the show.
No, but you
don't
don't
about why I hate journaling.
you just hate talking about your feelings.
Oh, so boring. So,
You know it's really good for you.
yeah, whatevs.
We should do a show on that.
No.
Yes.
We've done a show on journaling and I won't do
Not
it again.
on journaling.
On what?
Talking about your feelings.
No way I'm not doing that show. No way. 1 sentence a day. That was our task for the week. Not a whole, dear diary, today I...
Oh my God, I can't with this. Journaling is not writing a diary.
To me, it's
okay?
the same
It's
thing.
not the same thing. Stop snarling. It's not the same. It's just not. And it's not a fucking diary. I mean, basically, clubbers, you don't need to go and listen to it because that's all we argue about.
That's the show. That's the show.
She talks about how it's a diary and I'm like, it isn't a diary.
Well, anyway, we didn't have to do a journal. We just had to do 1 simple sentence a day. I'd like to hear your week of simple sentence gratitude journaling.
I feel like I've just given you like 20 sentences of things that I'm grateful for.
Oh. Nothing else happened in your week? You wrote it down?
Well, no, a lot did happen in my week, actually.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay, well, actually give me 3 things.
But it's not like one simple thing. It's a big thing.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying it?
You are.
We're here.
We're here.
Okay. It's a bit of a downer.
Oh no. Okay.
It's a little bit of a downer.
Right.
But the fact that we were doing this show and I had it in the background has very much helped me. 2025, in terms of showing me what to be grateful for, was absolutely huge, I have to say. Mm-hmm. I unfortunately had to attend funerals of a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old, and a 44-year-old.
No, this is not okay.
And what I learned this week from having to experience this again, just having to bury someone far too young and far too tragically, and all very, very different scenarios and all for very different reasons, but all gone much too soon, was that life, it is so cliched, but they're cliches for a reason.
Yeah.
Life is here to be lived and to live it well. And we talk about this on the show all the time. It's not it's not just survival. It's not just about getting through. It's like, how can we live our lives full of joy and full of wellness and full of well-being and full of happiness and love and all of those things. And it comes down to the simplest of things. It's like, who are the people around you? Do you have the people that you love around you? Are you living in good health?
Yeah.
And are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you doing the things that bring you joy? I mean, that is literally what it boils down to for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I asked myself those 3 things. I have so many people that I love around me, like my favorite people. They are in my life every day. I'm so grateful for that. My parents, my friends, my sister, my husband, obviously my kids. I mean, they go without saying. My doggy, like these people that I love so much. And the work that I do that brings me so much joy. And I spend all morning, every morning, working on my health and well-being by exercising and taking care of myself. And I am so great, such a privilege to be able to do that. And I just felt this overwhelming sense of gratitude for all of those things.
Very nice. I mean, it's hard not to feel grateful really even just for existing when you're in those sorts of situations, isn't it?
It is. And I think it is so important to acknowledge it when it's happening. And of course, it's important to acknowledge it when it isn't and life has normalized again.
Yeah.
But it brings everything into such a clear perspective and a clear view. Because you can get
laser focus.
so caught up in the absolute humdrum of shit that is thrown your way through life, and actually none of it fucking matters. None of it matters. How well are you living? Who is around you? And are you happy?
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't really feel like I can give you my list now because it's too petty. It's too petty.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I think we've highlighted it throughout the show. All of those. Come on, give us the list.
I can't.
Oh,
It's so
come
petty.
on.
Okay. I'm grateful that my headache went very quickly after I took Nurofen.
I had that this morning.
Okay.
Although I've still got a bit of a headache.
I'm grateful this was on Saturday. I'm grateful that Ollie had tidied up the kitchen before I came downstairs. Also, I told him I was grateful. We did a lot of this in the show about these
and you also told me you've already told me this. You were really grateful.
But I was grateful, but I think it's also important to tell someone you're grateful. I said, thank you so much for tidying up the kitchen this morning. I really, really appreciated coming downstairs and not having to do it. And he was like, well, I was up first and it needed doing. I wasn't going to leave it.
I've already heard this.
I know. Well, the listeners haven't.
Oh, it's not that interesting.
It is.
Not that interesting.
Anyway, blah, blah, blah. We asked for some listener feedback on the most unexpected or weird things that they were grateful for. And they told us. Do you want to read them?
I will be grateful very soon to pee without it burning when this UTI goes away. Nice.
Love that.
Nice. My consciousness.
I don't know what that really means. Just that she's conscious or that she's aware of the world around her. I don't know what that meant.
Consciousness, when you're living in a state of consciousness.
Well, that's what I meant. Did she mean that? Or did she mean that she's not unconscious? I mean, I wasn't sure.
You were sure.
I wasn't that sure. I was like, that is quite profound.
It is quite meta.
Yeah, it felt quite profound.
It is.
Yeah.
It is profound. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Someone wrote you.
That was
your sister-in-law.
Wasn't that sweet?
Very sweet. Peanut butter, someone wrote.
I'm really grateful for peanut butter. I love peanut butter.
Do you know, in fact, I might have this today, peanut butter with a green apple.
Oh, yeah,
There is
yeah. Good
nothing
snack.
better.
Well, I also like it with a banana.
No, it's too...
Oh, no, I love that.
But you get the tart, sour taste of the apple.
I get it. Yeah.
And M&S do the best one, but it's so expensive to buy
You
it.
can just cut up an apple and...
I do.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Yeah.
But there's something about that particular apple that they use and the particular peanut butter. It's not the same when you do it yourself. It isn't. Sorry. Someone wrote my amazing vet. Someone wrote when I wake up and my hair looks. Did you write this? When my hair looks good?
No.
Because you actually were grateful for that this morning.
I was grateful I didn't have to wash it, is what I was grateful for.
Lip balm. Someone wrote.
Lip balm.
Okay. I mean,
All
you
right,
get to be
fine.
grateful for whatever you want.
Fine. Whatever you like. Whatever floats your boats, clubbers. That's our first show on gratitude. I'm grateful that we did it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you grateful that I've pushed you to do this? I've been wanting to do this for months and months and months.
I don't feel like it was a hard push. It was more of a gentle push than a shove.
I've said it about 12 times. I had to say it about 12 times, though, didn't I? I kept saying we should do a mini-series on gratitude. I feel like you're a bit of the boss with those things. I'm not grateful for that. What's that about?
You're grateful that I do the bloody research on them, though, aren't you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're well grateful for that.
No, I am bursting with gratitude that you write the show and you do the research and you definitely boss that. Hello, are you not grateful that I do all the editing? You wouldn't want to be doing that.
We wouldn't have a podcast if you didn't do the editing.
You wouldn't want to do that,
We'd
would
just
you?
have us talking into a microphone that would never go anywhere.
I think maybe we do.
I'm very grateful for that.
I am
Very
grateful. I've forgotten.
Oh.
I am grateful
Yeah.
that we have our own very separate roles in our business.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the balance in our relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm grateful that we get to sign off this show and go and record a 40-ish.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. And I would also be very grateful if you are new to Self-Care Club and you haven't heard 40-ish, go over and give it a listen. You don't even have to be in your 40s.
No, you don't. We have a lot of people that are actually in their 20s or 30s and they actually...
And 50s.
They often ask for our permission to listen.
They're like, I'm a bit young, but
anyone can listen. We're an inclusive space. Anybody, it's for everybody. It's pretty silly and it's really funny. And if you are new to Self Care Club, then you have about 600-700 shows to go through. The first ones are very different to the ones that we currently record.
they are.
But that's quite
We've
nice
grown.
to hear the evolvement. A lot of people I hear, they binge. Apparently we're quite binge worthy. Anyway, a big happy new year.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the club in 2026. We're going to be bigger and better than ever. I'm grateful for everything.
We will be back next Monday.
See you then.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.